You're still watching Point of View. Before we went on the break, we were talking about sex before marriage. And Archer was, trying to let us know that sex before marriage is a no-no. Don't do it. You don't need to test it. Once you get married, you have the whole life to live, so you're going to enjoy it. Channel, on the other hand, is saying, why not test it? Test it before you get into it, because you have a very long time with your spouse and you don't want to be found wanting. So Archer, welcome back.
Thank you.
So now we have cases where there are several diseases, pregnancy, all what people get married, people testing themselves before marriage. You're in a situation where you're not going to get to the next level with this person, but you're in a situation where, we've been having sex, now I'm pregnant, I do not like this man that much, but I'm pregnant. I'll just marry him. If somebody was in that shoe, what would you say?
The person is as guilty. You don't marry because you're pregnant for someone.
Okay.
No. Marriage is supposed to be based on love. Marriage is not supposed to be based on law.
Okay.
It's not supposed to be, okay, this is a contract. I am keeping my own side, you keep your own side of it. And if the other person is not keeping his own side, you can make demands. You can invoke the law. That's not love. Marriage is supposed to be, something sacrificial. It's about loving the other person. It's unconditional.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't believe in the idea of, go around sampling people, and if accidentally you take in, you just settle for one. Or maybe you keep sampling, because I believe that the more you keep sampling, right, even when you finally decide you found that same guy who can really satisfy you, the question of flavors. I mean, when you travel out and you meet someone who looks like Kai, because you will keep sampling, so it really negates the idea of you found the right one.
I don't think you'll keep sampling because you're satisfied with what you sampled earlier and you're okay with it. So why would you keep sampling already? You're already satisfied with what you have seen.
Is there any point of satisfaction, like if you're sampling A and you get to that point of, A doesn't fit in that much, you go to B, you're going to see something else that is still not there. You go to C, and you go on, and you go on. Is that really a point of satisfaction?
There is, of course. Sometimes you just check out one and you're there.
Okay.
How about that?
Options.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Once maybe there's this guy you like so much, you just sample him up and he has what you want, or he's within the range, then you're there.
Oh. What if something happens to his instrument? Probably maybe he dislocates it, or how do I put it?
How can that be? It's not. It's
no fault of his. Maybe accidentally
he's
involved in an accident, and that particular instrument that you treasure.
Yes. In that case, you already know earlier on it wasn't like that. So the fact that you have enjoyed the instrument before that time, you console yourself and you're in there.
It doesn't look like that.
Okay, so what you're saying is to be sure that it's working first.
Yeah.
So whatever happens
after that
doesn't matter.
You live with it.
You live with it.
Oh.
Yeah, as long as it
does
not find out, you live with it.
It's okay.
You can actually.
That's where love comes in. Love comes in. Love is involved. Marriage is all about love. But then check it out first of all. Make sure it suits what you want. Everybody has preferences. Make sure it's within the range of your preference. Go for it. If something happens along the way, it's okay. That's life. Life is bittersweet. So.
Okay.
I may be presumptuous, but I think that if if I sample and I find and something goes wrong, of course, you will just be taking
walk away?
You don't have to walk away. You just go and hide and you take. I mean, that's where I have a problem with sex before marriage.
Okay.
It is done without the consent of your parents, for instance. Like, do you go and say, Daddy, I'm just checking out. I don't know if you'll be the one. So I'm going out now. We'll try and see if it works.
But
if
you know,
works,
marriage.
I'll bring him for you.
Marriage itself is a license.
Of course.
Yes.
We know it's a license.
Yes. So when you,
So do you tell your parents when you're sampling that, Mommy, I sample this one?
you
If it
don't,
fits-
it's supposed that you're an adult, so you don't need to tell your parents.
Okay.
You're an adult and you're going for an adult, not a kid. So she also, this sex before marriage is all about being selfless. You're giving the other partner the opportunity to check you out too.
really?
Do you get? Wouldn't you rather be selfless than selfish?
So what bride price are they paying for? For fairly used wife? Or
You used that wife, so she's not like fairly used.
No. Somebody else had used that wife before.
How do you know?
You sampled severally. How can I be?
In that case, they're training her to be good for you.
That is not even a fairly used wife. It's a thoroughly used product.
But you know, sex before marriage is like you're trying to learn the act of sex. Because sex is an art.
Do animals learn these things? It
They
is
don't need
instinctive.
perfection.
You have it.
Do you know that sex, a man can divorce a wife because she's not sexually good?
Educate.
So when you practice, you're
patient.
learning.
Patiently learn each other's body. Right?
What did I
don't
say
have
about
to have
perfection? Practice makes-
a doctorate from somewhere before you get into marriage.
Actual practice makes what?
Practice. You practice with your husband.
Okay. But practice makes perfect. When you keep at it, you get better at it. Yeah, that's what I think.